Welcome to Inner Solutions. In our previous episode, we saw Tomas leave a pitiful state to enter the warmth of embraceable you. Will Tomas continue to take the road that leads to the light, or will he return to the dark side? Can Sophia break through the veils that hide the truth from our lost soul? Looks like she's about to ask Tomas a question. Tomas, do you know who you are? While we wait for an answer, let's ask Larry the Lion the same question. Hi, Larry, do you know who you are? I'm the king, of course. But why the sad look? There's sadness because for Larry, the thrill of being the king is gone. Not a good time for Larry. Let's see if Tomas knows the answer to Sophia's question. Not again. How many times do I get the same question? Tomas mumbles, then shouts with frustration, I can't live with this confusion anymore. Wait, are there two of me? The one who's confused and the one who notices the confusion. Sophia, are there two of me? Yes, Tomas, you could say that. But only one of them is truly real. Real? What do you mean by real? Sophia places a book gently in the hands of Tomas. Here, take a look at this. Tomas glances at the cover. It's the Velveteen Rabbit. Sophia explains. There's a part in the book where the rabbit asks, what is real? It's worth your time to read this part. Tomas takes the book and begins to quietly read. What is real? Asks the rabbit. Does it mean having things that buzz inside you and a stick-out handle? Real isn't how you are made, said the skin horse. It's a thing that happens to you. Does it hurt? Asked the rabbit. Sometimes, said the skin horse. When you're real, you don't mind being hurt. Does it happen all at once, or bit by bit? It usually doesn't happen all at once. You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily or have sharp edges or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off and your eyes drop out and you get all loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all because once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand. You can't be ugly when you are real. Tomas wondered about this for a long time. Tomas, said Sophia, when you begin to experience your true self, the veils of mind-made stories will begin to lift, and you will get a glimpse of authentic realness. You will see that the person you think you are is merely a temporary experience arising within this realness. Something profound happens now. The grip of suffering begins to release, and you will feel the ineffable lightness of pure being. Yikes, this is perplexing to Tomas. Tomas, the mind is a terrible thing to mind, but a beautiful thing to witness. When the veils begin to lift, you may be able to smile, even laugh at all the mind-made thoughts that once brought you so much pain and misery. Tomas, when the veils lift, a greater, non-conceptual intelligence operates before, after, and behind all the mind-made stories. You are this intelligence, and it is ready to shine through the stories, easing pain and ending the suffering of others. When this wisdom shines through you, others will light their candles with it. Oh, by the look on Tomas's face, his confusion is intensifying exponentially. He looks stuck in a never-ending story of nonsense. With deep compassion, Sophia whispers to Tomas, this too shall pass away. Sophia has seen this look before and knew that if the student is not ready, old stories will reappear and try to demolish spiritual progress. Sophia decides to escalate. She calls in a top-notch stinking thinking, mind pollution, extraction team to perform cerebral surgery. Mimi, a trained stinking thinking extraction specialist, assesses the log jam of negative thoughts embedded in the mind of Tomas. Mimi found evidence of a plugged-up, incapacitated mind and immediately called in the extraction team for the radical removal of negativity from the programmed mind of Tomas. Is Tomas a lost cause, or will the elite team of extraction specialists be able to help him? All questions will be answered in Part 2 of Lessons for a Lost Soul. Special thanks to our Inner Solutions crew. Good people doing a great job. Warning: any sharing of this channel without the expressed written consent of our law firm, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, is strongly encouraged. Feel free to disregard this transmission. If you're ever in a spiritual jam, always remember, here I am. Sophia, thanks for watching. Nothing said or written here is original. It's been all said before, and in a much better way. Sophia.